Alright peeps, welcome back to Leviaville here. We've just had a tide change, as you can see by the water flowing, making all of these lovely cattails moist. Even though there's no aquatic farm who's to plant them at the moment. I only went ahead and blew that up, didn't I? Oh, speaking of blowing things up, I missed a little bit of dynamite to blow up here. Let's watch that blow up, shall we? Oh, lovely jubbly. Now we are getting pretty close to having our canal in here, which will do the wonderful job of connecting the river to our little farm here. Aquatic farm, of course, once it's built anywho. I just noticed, let's get the priority up on those there. Let's actually plant some dynamite on here. Let's have a look. That's a single platform's height, therefore it needs to be a double dynamite that gets placed there. And I don't believe we can reach these, but we'll get some triples along the back there. And if I remember rightly, we should be not flooded in here. Why, look at that. We got the lights on and everything. We've got 10 workers kicking off, making all the bad what I know. We really don't need 10 workers in here, like. 2's probably enough, but I'll do 4. We'll have them go to be haulers instead. Oh, I forgot about all these haulers. Oh, one thing I didn't forget about. Oh, am I too late? I think I'm too late. No, I'm too late. I caught in editing that I really didn't need to have all of these really expensive platforms here. I could have just put triples and singles along the side of this bad water dome here, but nah, that's not how I roll apparently. Oh, we do have one more dynamite in. No, let's just quickly dynamite that. And before I forget, again, this little gap here, there is a reason for it. It definitely wasn't planned, but it's a very nice reason. Now, I do believe I'm going to have to go up to 4 here with the floodgates. Yes, I am. As you can see, the triple floodgate isn't quite high enough. So let's whip out our metal floodgates that we whipped out the last episode. We didn't need the big 8 high ones though. So let's spend the sides points unlocking these 4 high ones and get them plonked in there. And what that'll do is it'll just separate this nice little area here, which has got all of our aquatic farms and everything on, from the rest of our canal here that we're yet to blow up, shall we say. Although I would like to do something about that. What if we delete these levees here, pop a stair on top of these levees that are already built, and then on this side, let's say we just delete these 2 dynamites. Oh, actually, can you put a platform on top of dynamite now? Like you can have... No, okay. We'll come back to that. And then our beavers should be able to reach all of those there. And then for this side, I'm just going to go ahead and pop a stair again. Up there, like that. And then for safety's sake down here, I'm going to delete these 3 dynamites. Pop a path up, just to make sure we can get to the tippity top there. Anyway, let's up the priority of that. Ooh, and look, the green ground is happening up here as well. We're just waiting for this one bit of dynamite to get bloody put in, and then it'll actually start flowing. Although we might have to be careful about that. I might not want that to happen just yet. I just realised that this is all 1 level lower, so this is all going to end up flooding all of these houses and then end up, yeah, we probably don't want that. Let's leave this dynamite for now. You know what, just in case, let's put the construction priority down to the very bottom. And before I forget, these 2 here can be paused for now, because you've got some dynamite underneath your snorkel that needs to be upped to maximum priority. There we go. It's probably been like that for like many, many episodes, like. But a very observant commenter noticed that it was a depth 0 in the last episode. So I decided to have a look, and it was, yeah, there's dynamite underneath there. So let's get that blown up and actually use those bloody things. Now what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing we've got 155 vacancies and only 5 spare beds. I think we're going to fully unpause the tatty pit. Again, tatty pit can reach its full potential now. That's a bonus 50 beds. Ooh, forgot about this nonsense out here. Oh, let's quickly sort this out. Alright, so we're building some 8 high floodgates along the bottom here. Oh, and as well, I forgot about this, but the beaver builder there reminded us. I was going to say this should be a pretty high priority here, because we want to get removing this scrap so we can finish the little floodgates along the end here. Speaking of, you can probably already figure out what my plan is, but yeah, we're going to have a massive floodgate wall along the bottom of this map here for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Properly no reason, like, oh no, we're flooding! Ah! Why has this never been a problem before? No, we're flooding in here! Damn it! I need to sort this out right now. How far are we on this dynamite? We haven't even put any of this in. Right, maximum priority, all this dynamite here. Whatever can be reached. You know what, actually, just to be doubly sure that all of this can be reached, I'm going to delete this and replace them with platforms. Beavers, if you wouldn't mind hurrying up and getting all of that done with an absolute quickness, please, I would very much appreciate it. Oh, yeah, sorry, I still need to sort out the flooding, don't I? I wanted to put this floodgate down, but that's not going to happen. Let's temporarily raise this floodgate here. I wonder if putting it up to 0.5 would help. For now, let's just put it up to 1, subside the flooding, and then we'll see where we get to. Because this is at 0.5 here, which you can't see. Let me scoot all under the map here so you can see what I'm on about. Maybe. But there's a dam there anyway, which is permanently at 0.5. So having this here at 0 just means that there's a lot more water going in there, which is fine. Because I want this little cattail farm here to be watered, but it's on one of them, you know, it's on one of them. Oh, and would you look at that? The flooding subsided overnight. Well, that means I can test this 0.5 thing. See if we end up flooding again. Click the wrong thing. That's the joys of having a big wall of bloody wind farm up here, innit? Right, so we're going to keep an eye on, see if this floods again. And how bad is the flooding in here? Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's like half a block, 3/4 of a block. And we do have heaps of bad water stored up. Look at that. 1,200 of it. Well, not really, but I imagine there's some bad water kicking about in there. Yeah, basically 1,200 of it. Damn, that bad water rig stores a lot. It stores as much as a large tank. Essentially, you've got 2 large tanks of bad water. Oh, yes, that's right. And we do have this in. I wasn't 100% sure. I couldn't remember if we got this in or not. I remember it being a bloody hoop on. Ooh, that I just saw. Oh, yes. Let's get a single wide platform on here, on this bit of levee. And you know what's going to happen now. There's going to be a contemplation spot built. And I'll just leave that at medium priority. The beavers will get round to it when they get round to it. We've already doubled the amount of contemplation that can happen up here. Anywho, tell you what, I'm not a fan of how much those batteries are going to do. But there is no wind whatsoever, like, so, you know, can't you blame them. Now, I do have this cogger paused. Let me unpause it. And then let me meet you in the daytime. And we might do a little bit of exploding, if you know what I mean. Welcome to the daytime. We've just kaboomed our kabooms down there. That's a bit more water volume for the water to fill up and volumize. Let's pop some bloody platforms down here. There we're gone. And then what we can do now that we have these platforms in, we can go into the lumber mill. And plop another lumber mill down there, isn't that lovely? Now there is a suspicious looking 3x3 gap left behind. What could that be all about? Whatever indeed. Actually, we haven't checked for this in a while. How's our path back here doing? We got 1 of the 3 dynamite in. I think that's the only one that can reach, that's why. You can't reach that one. Can't reach that one? Is there any reason why you can't reach? Oh, yeah. Because you need to build the platforms over there. Oh, we'll detonate this one anyway, why not? It means we can get a platform in. Of the double variety? No, triple variety. There we're gone. You know, if maximum prioritise that as well, then we'll be able to get this explosives in from both sides. And once those explosives are in, and we have a path going underneath this path here that's up here, we can delete this path here and start blowing it down for the big battery banks to go down. Now, speaking of battery banks, must be making decent progress here. Aye, not too shabby, not too shabby. Once we get filled up here, we can start actually putting batteries in. And once we get batteries all the way across the top, we'll no longer be relying on these 2 poor batteries here that are just ever so slightly, that are just barely hanging on with our industrial needs and certainly won't meet our industrial needs for very much longer. I do like that we're storing up gears though. I like that very much. Now to D in range, where are ye? Oh, you've already picked your scrap. Get deleted then, and ideally become a scrapper up here and start picking all of that. I just remembered that if I want anything to get built in this map, it needs to be maximum priority. So there we go. Maximum priority that. I will bring the priority of just generally the rest of this up to high priority as well. Oh, and speaking of priorities, let's check on the TNT over here. We've got a bit of it in. We may as well detonate those 3 while we're here. Lovely, lovely. Oh, was I not supposed to? No, was I not supposed to detonate? Well, it looks like I'm going full gung-ho on detonating this little site here. Looks like we're having a full side falls on the gun, which was not part of the plan, but here we're gone. I mean, I'm thinking, do I need to unpause more builders? I don't think we got enough builders, you know. Unpause a row of builders there. That's a few less haulers, but, you know, we did have plenty of babbies in the tatty pit down here. Actually, there's a few more we need to do in there. A couple of bedrooms down here we haven't kicked up. Get that maximum priority. Oh, that needs to be maximum priority and all. We need to make sure the kids can see and all when they get born, so maximum priority the light. We do not need this temporary storage. Let's delete that, get that out of the way. Do we have dynamite in here? No. Oh, and it's high priority and all. That was placed a while ago. That needs to just be maximum priority. Just get that in. Now, we are struggling with the dynamite production. Do we still only have 1 dynamite, or do I put one over here? I didn't put one over here. So we only have 1 dynamite kicking about. Well, that's definitely part of the problem, innit? You know what? Since we can't find our gears, let's delete this gear workshop here. Tell the beavers to pick up all of that rubble and pop in a dynamite factory there. Beavers, get that built with a quickness. And then we'll be able to double our dynamite production. Because, yeah, I didn't realise we only had one poor explosives factory kicking away trying to do this whole colony's worth of bloody dynamite. And, ooh, speaking of dynamite, I can dynamite some of these. Detonate. Ooh, flooding now. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're flooding because I accidentally dynamited this, which I shouldn't have dynamited. But it is what it is. Hang on, I was wrong here, wasn't I? That's a single dynamite, and we need to get down to that level. Therefore, that needs to only be a single bloody... You know, we've got loads of extract, just delete that rubble. That needs to be a single dynamite we need to put there anyway. Get that in, and then we'll be one step closer to opening up our bloody canal here. Have we got anywhere we're here? Somewhat. We're getting logs in, we're getting some planks in. We're doing alright. Not great, but alright. We should be able to get... Oh, I was going to say we should be able to get this lumber mill in pretty quickly, but... We need planks for this triple platform. And do you have plenty of logs? Every one of these lumber mills has got logs, yeah? Oh, but they're not even having workers in them. You know what? I'm going to make sure we're all at the correct priority here. Tell you what, there was actually a couple of dodgy priorities there. Well, hopefully that'll help with the plank production, if naught else. We've actually got grafters grafting away with the planks. I didn't even realise I'd have 3 smelters on the can. It's still only 37. Well, you know what? We don't even have any bloody metal. Hang on, how do we not have metal block storage? Is this not metal block? No, it's scrap metal. Oh, I do have metal block storage. I just disconnected the path. That's the metal block storage. You know what? Just to make sure we're producing plenty of metal blocks, I'm going to delete those and pop a path connecting them back in there. You're not allowed a path though, treated planks pile. You're not allowed a path. And the reason for that is we have treated plank storage somewhere. Oh no, we don't. I was looking at scrap, not the 30 treated planks there. I'm just upping the priority of all of these scavenger flags here so I can go ahead and get this bit ruins taken care of sooner rather than later. And the reason for that is we desperately need to get this canal going, and not because of this drought, but because I really want to get this treated plank stuff back up and running, so I want to up the priority of this dynamite here. But to do that, we need to place a lot more dynamite. And I just realised all of these double dynamites need to be triple dynamites. Thankfully, there was no resources in there. Right, while I'm building this canal here, I'll tell you that it's the canal that I forgot I needed to build real quick. All the way down to this barred water pool here. Well, ex-barred water pool. It's no longer barred. And there we have it. The first part of our big old canal in upper height. Planned out. And it should be an absolute corker. We're going to have to do something over here now though. While we have this path here before we end up deleting it. Which we need to get all of this done before we delete it. So probably not for a little while. We also want to go ahead and get some bloody floodgates up in here. So I believe it's double floodgates that we're after. Well, it is, and I'm just going to plop 3 along like that. Now, annoyingly, because it is 3, we are going to have to put a platform along to the back. But if we ensure that that's very high priority, that's high priority, and we'll just leave this one at medium. And then that floodgate there should get built before that one does, and that's the most important thing. It means we don't have to build a 3rd platform there. You know what I realised overnight? Instead of just rushing the whole canal build in order to get into that underground pile, I just delete the couple of catalysts that are out of there and then just connect it up. Why wouldn't I do that? Oh, we out of power! No, we're not out of power. Why are you saying you're out of power? Oh, because this needs to get built first. Well, we nearly got it built at least. A couple of more planks. Come on, Beavers. I can see you've got one on the gun, and we have at least 1 plank. I'm knocking out new planks. Please put them in here. Now, let's find a little position here where we can see the Beavers scurrying about, doing this and that. And then I'll catch back with you when this smelter's in. By smelter, I mean explosives factory, of course. Oh, and it's in, as I was correcting myself. We got Sulia, get prioritised, and then yees have all got power now, haven't you? Which means yees are in for a tough time. I already dropping in power. And you know what? With the revenge of the Crimson Wyrm that happened, I haven't even been really thinking about this. So we have 2 ladder stacks, and this is as high as this one goes. So we are simply now just starting to build across here. Happy days. And now that we've got the extra planker in and all the plankers are actually grafting, we should be able to get across there now to matter. And then get into this ladder system here to get up and down and build this lot here. It'll be a glorious... Oh, we even got a bit of sunsight dynamite action in here. Let's detonate that. Ooh. Now what depth do I need to do here? If these are 1, that's 2. Ooh, and if that's 2, that means that these are both 2 as well. There we go. Double dynamite's in there. And that one's already a double. Everything on top of that is, well, on top of that, so it can be triple dynamites. I've just been hanging about up here waiting for a beaver to come contemplate it, because it is a lovely spot by the waterfall here. Do we have any beavers? Oh, big wall of power. Do we have any beavers out these contemplation spots over here? Nah, but we have some beavers at the rooftop terraces doing here though. Look at them all gone. We've even got beavers just standing around idling doing out, not knowing where to go. Oh, I bet you the bloody tatty pit's kicking off and all, innit? Oh, I'm a bit late to catch that. Oh, I'm a bit late to catch that. The beavers are coming back here. Oh, making half decent progress over here now. Are we just the last two? We are. Platform Dune, which is pretty much all built. Just needs to actually get built. And then the stairs in. And then, I was going to say somehow we got these built, but the beavers can just reach from the top. That's right. And then the scavenger flag is no resources whatsoever. So we'll get that in, no bother. And then they can start scavenging some of this ruins. And then once that ruins is in, we can start getting this platforms in. That is a plan and a half right there. Oh, we got the beaver coming to finish the little platform. Why, aye, what a legend. Hoovaroo, or hover, however you want to say it. Oh, we got the platforms in here as well. Oh, it's going to be an exciting time right now. Let's get a dodgy little angle through the power wings here. I'm going to press pause and cause mass disruption right now. Or should I? Yeah, I'm doing it. Sod it. Delete that power shaft. Pick up those couple of logs because I'm gunning into science and I'm unlocking a bot part factory. Like I say, the absolute perfect little place for it. And you know we're going to have to go, yes, thank you very much, Lee. I'll spend those 500 science points. So this is our new high priority build. Highest priority of all of the priorities, please. I suppose now all we have to do is think about how we tower this up. So I can pop a couple on top of there just to, you know, we'll see what the crack is. I'll put lowest priority on there. Because I am aware that these fellas over here, they didn't have much power. Oh, do they? Yeah, the supply is 0. How would you still have power? How are you running? They just aren't running. Seriously though, how? Oh, is it connected? Because of this gear workshop? Yes, because this gear workshop's connected to that large windmill there. And then this large windmill under the bridge there has a little wee power shaft that connects this side. Oh, so this isn't actually ruining everything. Fantastic. Oh, that is grand. I thought I was ruining everything. I'll bring the priority down on that then, in that case. We don't have to rush to build it. Actually, I do want to build there for maximum priority, because that's the only way anything gets built on this map. So the problem with having the doors all facing this side here is, say we want to pop a little double platform on there. It's like, oh yeah, no bother. Double platform as high as you want. Oh, but no. No higher than this. That's as high as your double platforms allow you to go. So I can only maximum build one of these facing that way. I need the door facing a different direction here because, well, we don't want beavers getting chopped up by the power wings now, do we? But because I can't build any higher than 2 more of these platform heights here, where am I going to put a staircase and how am I going to staircase over there? Now I have an idea for that. It involves flipping these 2 runes to at least 180 degrees. We delete this bulletin pole. They didn't need it anyway. They can check the news in there. There's a perfectly functional bulletin pole there. You didn't need one right there next to it as well. But what I do actually want to do is delete this big beaver statue here. Get those 50 logs back and pop a bulletin pole on there instead. Actually, I think I just realised something that is not so good. Let's have a check. Yeah, I can't actually put platforms off this side because of all of the buildings. So I think this middle one does have to be facing the same as the bottom one. Like that. And then this top one can be facing whatever direction it needs to be facing. So let's get a double platform on there. So we need that. We'll even path it up just so we know. Oh, that's right. I can't path there because it's above the height for the power wings here. Ooh, I'm going to have to properly think about this one, aren't I? Oh, no. I've been thinking too much. I was about to say as the sun rises, but I haven't even put these up to 2 or anything. I hope it's not a long drought. Up to 2. And then that's... Honestly, that was honestly useless. A 23-day drought. This is going to be fun for this river here. At least we've got 25k water. If not else, we should see ourselves through. Or maybe not. We do have a huge population. But it's too late to do anything about it now. We're just going to have to go on and wing it. So I was having to think about this little setup here. I believe we may have to delete the beaver statue. Maybe temporarily. We might be able to bring it back some way somehow. But essentially, what my plan is... I want to get a stair up here, and then we're going to have to go single because of the way the stairs in the corner's gone. A double here with stairs so we can get up. And then, of course, we can't put any sort of platform off the side here. It just says, no, mate, what you're trying to do. There's a bloody printing press in the way. But on top of this little factory here, I'm going to put 1 high reinforced... Of course, it won't let me build it. Well, I'm going to put normal 1 high platforms on top of there. Then place the little building dune. And what I should be able to do now... using these handy-dandy modded side platforms here, is come out over the top, and if I can get the angle right, connect in like that. And that shouldn't be a path, that should be a stair. There we're gone. And now we have a connection. If I didn't put the path in the middle of the floating there. Let's put the path in the correct place. Now we have a connection to the second level. And honestly, from here, it's pretty simple. We're just gone up and up and up, didn't we? Beaver statue replacement wise, I think we're going to have to pop them there, which is a grand spot for them. They can get us wrong. But we can't do that yet. Not just yet. Ooh, we got the bot paw factory in. When did that happen? I just saw the no recipe selected thing. I think the biggest bit of fun I'm going to have here is actually getting these platforms built. And like actually getting over here. All in all, we should be alright. Because the beavers can build normally all the way to these stairs. And then when they're standing on those stairs, they should be able to build that platform. And then from that platform, they should be able to crack along and build these. And then get onto the platform just fine. I can say platform a few more times, couldn't I? Well, let's go ahead. Pop our other bot pot factory on top. And then for a cherry on top, we're going to pop a bot assembly unit on the top. Now, you know what I'm thinking here? I might try and just stay over the footprint of the printing press here. With the old cheaty platforms. I mean modded platforms. So if we come out on this side here, and start going up. And then we do a little UE, going up again. And that's just like the bog standard spiral staircase design. So we'll get that happening. See the beavers building the staircase as I'm speeding over on the night there. Well, since we're back in the daytime, I think that's it. It's a bit weird because it's like, should I be able to put this single platform that I have here over the stair? Let's see if we can get an angle on it here. It's just weird that this is a single platform. Shouldn't it be a double? Or is it done the weird thing where it's like it's actually placed in midair? Let's have a quick look. So if I go double platform, see it's at the wrong height. But if I scroll down to there, now I think it's at the correct height. Aye, there we go. I didn't have the floating platform now. I thought that was a tad strange, like. And here as well. Because it wanted me to put single platforms here to line up, and I was like, nah, surely that's not right, mate. Yeah, we need to get in, properly in here with these. We can't be just keeping the camera straight. Doesn't matter if it looks good for YouTube. Mod says, nee, we mate. You know what, let's make good a bit of decoration here. I want to have some shrubberies. No, I don't. I want to have a hedge on the back here. And then under well-being, I want to have a nice little medical bed popping along in there. Nice little view for it, you know. Let's make sure we get these shrubberies in before we get the actual Yinawat in. And I suppose let's just maximum priority all of that apart from the bed, which I might have to go back and undo the priority on. Oh no, thanks to the way these platforms work, I didn't. Right, how's with dynamite coming along over here? Oh, we got another one in. Oh, we actually have the platforms. I didn't put paths on. That wouldn't be helping the beavers. There's finally paths there now. We'll detonate this bad lad, and we'll probably pop another triple on there. Why aye, another triple. And I'm unsure if they can reach directly underneath. No, it looks like they can. Happy days. They can build underneath these platforms, so we should be able to blow all of this dynamite up. Apart from that one, maybe. Yeah. You know what? Let's fix that by just whipping a real casual side platform out here. And then once that's actually all done and we've used it to blow up the dynamite, we'll pop a Yinawat on. I'm just going to pause the bot part factory for now because I don't want to start making bot parts. Or at least one and not the other two. Especially when I've got any storage for them anyway. Well, to be fair, I could probably use some of this for storage here. You know, I'm looking at this farmyard here and we still look slightly overwhelmed. It's crazy. Let me have these prioritising carrots and then we'll just start prioritising potatoes from the top here. Yeah, bottoms are prioritising carrots, tops are prioritising tatties. Yeah, the last thing I want to see is whenever this water level drops, which is inevitable, that this goes ahead and dries up. But actually, let me pause this water pump for now. I'd much rather we just use the water that's in this canal. Oh, I got one of these running. Hasn't got any automations on it. We certainly didn't want that. We didn't want to be drying up this area. We still need the wood, which we're still not collecting. Although, do we have that new lumberjack in yet? No, we do not. Because it's not maximum priority. Why would we? Right. Well, that's that now, maximum priority. We should finally get that bloody 4th lumberjack in. We should finally get to cutting these oaks down here. Are we dealing with the bloody scrap ruins over here? Oh, we're making light work of it. Are we filling up storage? Or are we managing to get it out? Get it out. Happy days. We're still not full down here, are we not? If I can click the thing I want to click. There we go. Nah, we're still not full. Happy days. Couple of hundy. Couple of hundo. Oh, I forgot about this. Yes, I completely forgot. I put the dancing harl in last episode. Look at the little kid just clapping away there, doing a jig. Oh, and not for long though, they're out. That's it. That's enough jigging for one day. Tell you what though, we're still on 3 explosives, like it's not much at all, is it? We're almost finished draining this bad water rig again for the 3rd or 4th time. So that'll actually be happening soon. What do we got going on doing here? Any more progress with the big dams? No, and by big dam I of course mean big floodgate. literally being a metal block. It's not maximum priority, that's why. It's never going to get built. Oh, speaking of things that were maximum priority getting built, look at all of this in. I may as well prioritise the scavenger flag here. Ooh, you know what I could do? I get a second scavenger flag down here. No, I couldn't, because I can't block that path there. Let's put a path on to make sure I don't forget and block it. You know what I'm like. It's a little bit of overnight detonating for you. As the babby goes and contemplates. What was that big noise I heard as I came over here? It's peaceful. It was a large kaboom. You know what, peeps? I'm going to spend a couple of days at speed 4 here while we watch this big owl staircase get built. Because it's mainly logs and planks, so it should actually get built. We've got heaps and heaps of logs. And 1 or 2 planks as well. Oh, let me return back to normal speed here, because we have the staircase in completely. Look at that. We're just waiting on some bits and bobs to get the bottle assembly up and running. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Right, now let me set the recipe here. We're going bots for the bottom, and we're going bots for the middle, and we're going bots for the top. And then at the top you don't have an option, they just bot it up anyway, so it's one of them in it really, what are you going to do? Oh, there's a kid just started dancing. Hey, clap them beaver tails. And there he's all done. I did accidentally press speed 4, I think, there, instead of 3. Oh! Would you look at that? We've got loads of bloody dynamite in. We're going to have to blow this up, aren't we? A kabloomy. And I think I was still on speed. Oh no, that was speed 1 kabloomy. They were just fast kabloomies. Alright, let's have a look at the level. If it's a single platform, that means it's a single dynamite. So if I take this and bring it about, all of these need to be single. That's 1 higher, so all of these need to be doubles. And let's double check, that's definitely 1 higher, so this can be a triple. And is that all of the dynamite that I want to explode doing there? I believe it is. And then once this is done, we'll actually have a connection from the river here into a little aquatic farmhouse area. Now to D in range. Who's this? Oh, wonderful. Well done, Captain Scavenger. Let's delete all of this. Get our resources back. Ooh, and we got both of these in. Can he? Well, let's go on landscape and metal floodgates. Big 8 talls. Gone all the way along there. And then we're going to have at least 1 here. I don't know why I didn't have that one in earlier. But all of that, maximum priority beavers. Did I not maximum priority that? Well, neither one that wasn't getting built. I never maximum priority the thing. Oh, how many face palms happened when I was talking about needing to maximum prioritize it and then just didn't. just straight up did not do what I said I was going to do. Because as you can see, even if it only needs 1 plank and 5 logs, if it's not maximum priority, it's not getting built. Now I was thinking about what to do here. And it depends whether I can go ahead and pop some good old-fashioned double platforms on top of shrubs or not. Oh, I can! Actually, I think I already know I can. Yeah, I already knew I could. I had genuinely forgot. Whether you choose to believe that or not is up to you. And at the top, I want to have a little hammock there, you know? So Beaver I can just sit at the top of the world and just swing from side to side, sucking in all of the catalyst fumes. Prioritise E-by haulers. And do I have E-tick? No, I don't. Prioritise E-by haulers. And I believe, for the most part, that's our industrial area done. Like I say, that for the most part is a very, very big for the most part. I'm just looking here, we got 13.2 days left. Let me get to speed 4. And then we'll just watch this wonderful dam at the bottom get built again. Floodgates at the bottom get built. Not dam, MiGly. Floodgate, not dam. Bloody hell, the flying along, we've already got 1 in. Which will probably be way misaligned with actually when it is in the video once I've sped it all up. I keep forgetting that. I need to be fairly ambiguous and vague when I talk in these speedy up bits. Alright then, that went a lot faster than expected. We've got the corner in. You know what that means? We can finally delete this big stack of warehouses. 24 logs, back in the beavers' pockets, thank you very much. Now we need to think about what level we set these at, because it's quite important, so we don't end up flooding all of this. So if we stay on this top level here, we're coming down 1 level, and the stairs here, so we're coming down 2 levels, and that's as high as we need to be. So 2 levels from the top here, which is the top here. Happy days. So I want to be at 5.5. I love the big metal floodgates how they fly at the bottom of the map. Love it. Right, we're up to 5.5 now with the metal floodgates. Actually, the floodgate thing happens if you put any floodgate higher than 1 on the bottom of the map. It doesn't have to be one of these metal ones. It's just more pronounced when it can go like that. And we don't need to change the level of that at all. But what that does mean, for anybody that's been absolutely spewing about this wasted blockage here, I am about to finally unveil my plan. Finally. And when I say finally, I mean ruddy finally. Let us go ahead and delete these. Fower, be gone! And that lets the water flow from this canal up the top, down into this river. Look at that wonderful green ground flow on the right there. It is wonderful and beautiful and grand and green. And the beavers love it. And that water's not going anywhere thanks to our big old floodgates here. But that's not all this area's for. It's not just to let water out. Otherwise, as we're probably about to see, it dries out. Let's ask the beavers to pick those up very nicely. While we equally as nicely ask them to build some platforms over there so we can start popping double floodgates on. That's right. This area here that we could have built some industry on, we couldn't have because we're actually putting floodgates on there. I just had to make sure all of the bad water was gone first, you know what I mean? I didn't want to contaminate this beautiful blue river here. Look at that. Let me freeboard the camera. Control H. You know what? There is a thing. Let me turn the fog off. There we go. Toggle fog. There we go. So this is the first time since we started this map that we properly have good water in both sides of the valley here. I would say this is officially defeating the Crimson Wyrm. We have vanquished the Crimson Wyrm, never to return. Unless I want to have a look at the bad water dome animation during a non-drought. And then then the Crimson Wyrm can return. But for now, it's during a drought, so I can just flickety floopity fleep as much as I want and enjoy the animation. Let's leave that closed though before I forget. And let's turn on the fog again. The fog is back on. That is the fog of a drought. Ooh, the dynamite's in here. Let's blow this up. 1 boom and a 2 booms. AKA, boom, boom. Alright, now there was more dynamite there, but I could only blow up 2 if I wanted to do a proper Basil Brush impression, you know what I mean? Well, since we have this lovely little bit of river connected to the canal here, let's go ahead. Pop our contemplation spot across from the big farmer statue there. You know what? Let us speed 4 here while we go ahead and build these platforms / double floodgates over here. Oh, there we have one in. Of course they bloody finish it at night time. It's always the way, isn't it? Let us auto rotate and then up to maximum priority with that. And then back to speed 4. There we're gone. The beavers proved us wrong as per usual by going ahead and building it in the daytime. But I'm happy about that. That only took like a morning to build. Means we should be able to get this last couple in like now tomorrow. Well, if I set it at maximum priority, that is. Oh, another nighttime build just as they're clocked off and all. Now I am going to have to change the camera for this one. Because as soon as I go into this angle, I couldn't see. Let's plop our final double floodgate in. We're going to have to kiss goodbye to this rubble. Be gone. Goodbye, rubble. And then while we're waiting for this last one to happen, I'll set up the automations. How's the up close and personal view? Look at that beaver's head clipping in and out of existence in the lumberjack mill. Aye! It's in! That was actually so quick. I didn't think we'd get that in so quick. But there we are, fully realised. And that means I can actually put the beaver statue back in. I was scared I was going to end up forgetting because it was going to be like an episode or 2's time or something. But nah, same episode, let's go. Wow, a lot has happened this episode, like, hasn't it? Oh, and they even got this in. Oh, you can get paused. There's no need for these two to be working. But I even got these bloody shrubberies in here. Oh, this is grand, this, like. Oh, look at that. We're even getting some, not much, but some dynamite in. Now what I could do, and I'm going to, because I'm really sick of this, I'm going to go ahead and be like, triple dynamite that with an absolute quickness, please. And while you're at it, build it on that platform there. Oh, did this get built while not being maximum priority? Is it making me out to be a ruddy liar? It is, isn't it? Classico. Classic. Have we got a beaver building this dynamite already? Ah, probably just chucking some catalyst in. Extract rather, not catalyst. Oh, speaking of catalyst, we need to actually do that as well. Right, refinery. Now, where to put the refinery? Ooh. Never mind the refinery, we've got some bloody nighttime fireworks to happen now, yeah? You want that extra bloody TNT hoose really must help, like. Alright, Tatty Pit Beavers, enjoy the fireworks. You know what that means? More tatties to be planted. Get the bonus tatties planted. And as well, get the bonus dynamites in. We have the Tatty Tower on its own little island. And then do we have the refinery island? Because the refineries don't take power, I believe. Yeah, no power for refineries. Yeah, refinery island, let's go. It's happening. Oh, I'll happily spend 400 science points. No tomorrow. Let me get this initial lot of bloody watts in. That's our initial plots of refineries in there, as you can see. They're just hanging out like nobody's business, defying gravity. Now let's come back up to normal view. Okay, so now we're back in the real world. Let's get our paths all the way over there. And we can have a tidy little bridge going across here, actually. Little suspension number. Is it 4 long? Yes and no. I'm going to say it's 5 long because I want to be all the way in. But Beavers, if you wouldn't mind, as per usual, getting all of this built with a maximum priority. And I just spied something beautiful. Oh yes, this is going to be grand now that I've spotted that. So as you might be able to tell, with being right next to the Tatty Tower here, we're going to be making our catalyst with tatties. And only tatties. I did it again. Not catalyst, biofuel. But we are going to be making catalyst as well, so don't worry about that. I did it again. Not catalyst, not that stuff. Biofuel we're making the tatties out of. Now to D in range. Oh, and then you got something to D in range. Oh, that's probably this bit of scrap pile up here. Where is it? This side of the map at upper height. You've just got too many chefs in the kitchen. Look, here's our sitting doing D now. Get deleted. How many's left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I accidentally deleted the path and made rampage. So there you go, and get connected. You know, Beavers, chuck some planks in there. Oh, and blow this dynamite up. Boom, bah. Lovely jubbly. That means I can pop a truckle platform in there, get that connection back on and running. I also need to sort this camera out so I don't end up flipping it again. Flipping the light. There we go. I can't flip it anymore. The issue being is when you go over the top, the light changes. You see that? See the light flip? And it's just can be quite annoying if you're not expecting it. So with free mode off, you can't do that. And yeah, Beavers, please build all of that with an absolute quickness. I was thinking it would probably be a good idea to get these in as well. You know what, just do it all, Beavers. What's this? Dort. I didn't bother building that. Ooh, do I spy a little dynamite detonation session happening over there? Started off really quiet and got slowly but surely louder and louder. I love it. Well, that does mean that we can pop some more dynamites down there, and then I'll also check. Oh, I can see that we do have more dynamites. Oh, these two that we were doing earlier in the episode. Let's blow those up. And was it a double? No, there'll be triple platform here that we need to do. Yep. And then we can get that pathed up, and then we can finally delete this path here. Oh yes, Beavers, maximum priority that. We're going to be detonating all of this dynamite and following it along. Thankfully, it's not very far, so I can't really mess it up. Boom, boom. Oh, we even got some bonus booms down here. Oh, actually, it's probably a good thing that this is all dried out and I don't have an aquatic farm house, because this all needs to be dynamited down and prioritised up. Oh, we even have all the dynamite in our here now. Let's just do that real quick as the sun sets here. I'll do it in real time with you so you can see them all getting dynamited and blown up one at a time, not all bloody together like I usually do. I think that's them all. Ah, that's them all. Let's get them replaced. Bonus under the straw boom. Ooh, that's right. I wanted to get another lumberjack flag here. Let's do that. I was wondering why there wasn't any tree there. Big lumberjack flag. Oh, you seen that beaver? He's explosive with these dance moves. Absolutely explosive. Synchronized clapping gets me every time. I love it. Yeah, I've just been thinking about this aquatic farmhouse we've got here. If I leave this as a normal side platforms instead of a suspension bridge, I can do another lot of side platforms off the side here, as you might expect from side platforms. But if I put an aquatic farmhouse on there, how far does it reach? Basically doesn't reach as far as it needs to, which I think is a yes. Yes, it is. Alright, well that's the new aquatic farmhouse. Right next to the big farmer monument. Essentially that just means I can actually go about dynamiting a bit more of this here. So let's delete that. Let's say dynamite up there, please. Ooh, the quickness. And I can dynamite here as well. May as well plant a couple of more cattails down. Didn't need that platform for the same reason. Get another cattail down. And I believe there's a way I can get rid of these stumps. Like if I just put something on there and then delete it, I think the stumps are gone. Yeah, brill. I'm going to get rid of all the stumps I can see, which I think was those two. I think all of the ones back here are fixed. Well, I popped a path on it, so yeah, they're fixed. Oh, speaking of paths on it. Oh, yeah, these aren't built yet, but they're getting there, they're getting there. Once these are built, we'll be deleting these paths here. I just put this as high priority, and then I was like, yeah, nah, MiGly. Maximum priority. That's the only way it's gonna get done. Didn't forget that. Ooh, Beaver, are you about to plant that bit of dynamite there by any chance? Or are you just chucking some extract in? Ah, just chucking some extract in. Oh, but is this Beaver here about to come over and pop it in? Oh, why are you bloody legend, Jorkana? Let me detonate that, and then I'll quickly replace it as one does. As one does. Ooh, are you coming to do this little bit of dynamite? Absolute legend, mate. Is it the same bloke? No, nah, it's about. We've got a couple of leg ends hanging about here. Essentially, that just means we can plant some cattails over there that we couldn't hear previously. Actually, you know what we can do? because we're doing the whole staircase over here now, we can delete this whole stair system. Haha, you did the last minute dodge. I knew it, Julian, you little leg end. You little prankster. Let's go ahead and get some dynamite on here, and then that's 3 more cattail roots we can go ahead and grow. Not cattail roots, just cattails. But I think, yeah, when you pick them up, it's cattail roots in it. Yeah, there we go, cattail roots. That was half right. Ooh, actually just need extract for this. Oh, no, Beaver's doing it. There we go, and dynamite. Tell you what, I'm enjoying the fact that we've actually got some production going on. I am very scared to unpause these because, you know, a power system, it's a bit how you can, to say the very least about it. Ooh, this is in, which means I can unpause this shaft, and then I can start micromanaging this shaft, and then this one to Unveil. We're making a decent bit of progress along here and all. Oh, I can actually unpause this now. Yeah, get that universal power shaft in, and then once that's in, we should be able to get this large windmill in. Actually, gears, planks, and logs. Paper, gears, and planks. Now, I can't remember which way I placed these round, so I'm just going to go play it safe instead. Oh, but you know what we can't do? We can add some batteries in. In the daytime, of course. Welcome to the battery building daytime. I want a battery there, and a battery there. And if you wouldn't mind building that one with a very high priority, and then that one with a high priority, aka if you wouldn't mind building that one, and then not even looking twice at this one. Actually, you know what? I want to up the priority of this new staircase here, so that when they eventually get round to it, it'll be done. Makes no sense. Oh, yes, I forgot about the whole reason I had dynamite there, because we need stairs going and down, otherwise this aquatic farmhouse can't AC shite. Oh yeah, they're bloody not messing about the beavers, are they? I was just literally talking about how I'm happy about that, so yeah, I'm happy about that. But it's just something I'm not used to, you know? Like, do we have this one, Nadie, and now? You see, when I usually ask that, it doesn't happen, even earlier in this episode. Oh, that's a fluke. I did not check that in the slightest. That's an absolute fluke that that was the correct level. So I need to fix this bloody hole that I didn't check. Terrain block that up whenever we get round to it. I'll put it on maximum priority, but we got any dirt, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. And then crops-wise, we want to go ahead and plant spaladox all the way under here. This entire little area. And I'm just hoping the aquatic farmhouse can actually see. No, well, I say no, but that is that block there. Let's replace this temporarily with a platform, and then it should tell me. Oh, you can reach to there, but not much further. Oh, you know what I could do? Ooh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Where though? Where am I doing it? Yeah, I think I've got to. I've got to. It might ruin the contemplation spot, so I'm not going to build it. Instead, I'm going to put a hammock down. Hammock down. So now what I'm going to do, my big genius idea, if I go into metal platforms here, where is it again? If I go into reinforced platforms, there is a reinforced ladder that I can just real casually slot up here. Oh, I didn't realise that went there. Okay, well, no hammock there, no side platform there either. It's for a reinforced ladder. And of course, we're going to have the path on top so beavers can go down. And yeah, look, the beavers can't get all the way down, which means this aquatic farmhouse will be able to see all of this up here. So I actually am going to have to go prioritise cattails for you up the top. And then I don't really need to do it up here, but prioritise bloody spaladox down here. You know what is ever so slightly annoying? With this dynamite here. So I'm going to fix it by deleting this warehouse. And by warehouse I mean papier factory. And then saying efficient beavers with all of your bad water in 2 big boom kaboom factories. Will you hurry up and get this bit of dynamite in, please? Oh, thank you very much, Lee. Nighttime boom. And then if you wouldn't mind real quickly rinsing and repeating that again for me, please, beavers. Just a real quick kaboom. And I didn't check the depth. And it was perfect. Happy days. Alright, now let's go ahead back into wood and replace this papier mill like a dad. And that means we can plant a whole nother spaladox. I actually love this little area here now. It's really coming together and really quickly as well. Oh, a lot quicker than it has in the past, if not else. You know what? I may as well just leave this unpaused. May as well just slip up a little bit more water. I think the 10,000 water will last us another 4.5 days, like, but now today in range, that means you're doing to 3 new here, isn't it? Get deleted. You know what? Let's just hang a boot up here for a little bit, as we do, and just watch the beavers pick the last of this scrap, plant some TNT along the canal there, and as well build up some of the canal walls. Alright, I'm coming back in the daytime here because I noticed that this bit of scrap metal here got deleted from the inside. And by deleted, I mean, well, deleted? Yeah, it got bloody deleted is what happened. I know we're going to have to pop some levies on here, so let's do that. But we're also going to have to pop some dynamite down. And I might look at getting this in sooner rather than later. Kind of messed up on these lower levels with it. But just, you know, before we end up blowing everything up, maybe we can... Oh, maybe we can get this in and out. Yep, maximum priorities then. Because we're going to be deleting this path soon. So, yeah, we're going to have to sort that out. Now, since we're going to be deleting that path, why don't we just go ahead and finish this little connection here and then make a bridge? Just make a new path over. I'm wondering, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to delete that levee. Ooh, I need to up the priority up here as well, because I want to get that hole there closed. So up the priority of all of these to maximum. And I'm just going to bring the path sort of right in there. You know what? I'm going to do the very same on this side. That stops me from blocking it up, and ensures beavers can get in there and actually, well, reach all of these TNTs. So these TNTs are all maximum priority. RPDs. You know what? Let me actually delete these paths here. Call for some TNT on there. And then we can actually have a canal run doing into this pit here. You know what? Might be a bit of a weird angle, but let's speed for this for the next 2.7 days, eh? I don't think I've done a top-down speedy up montage before. It should be good, because you can see all like the bright greens turning into reds and things like that. Should be nice and visually appealing. Which, if you're watching something, is probably what you want. Now, since it's the last day of the drought here, let me be tactical about this. I'm going to reduce the priority of these dynamites on this side here. So the only ones that are maximum priorities are the ones at the back there. And that should help. That should stop it all flooding anyway, so we don't have to worry about plugging the holes and getting all of the dynamites in before, well, the inevitable happens, which will happen soon. Don't you worry about that. It will not be a cliffhanger for this episode. We're going to see it. Oh, just before we change, cycle 30, day 30, look, cycle 30, day 30. We've got a couple of 30s. Oh, now it's ruined. We're back onto cycle 31, day 1. Need more 30s. What we can do is delete this scavenger flag and say, who else is whinging about nout else today in range? Oh, we're down to the last couple of our here. Neighbours. Oh, and we didn't plant the tatty over there. I'm remembered. We need to put a scavenger flag here, so this scavenger flag can scavenge all of these ruins. Oh, look at this. We're already making catalyst. Love it. I'll just let them work away, get up to 120 in storage, and I'll just pause them. Remind us on in the comments to pause them at the end of this episode. Don't let us forget, otherwise it'll have to be next week before I pause them. And you know, I'll definitely forget by then. Look at these haulers, man. Just hauling buckets of water from A to B. Oh, because that's the only water in, isn't it, when we're doing that? Oh no, that's right. It's not a drought anymore. All of these are operational. Oh, let's pause this water pump for the sake of a job. Oh, you know what we do need to do? We need to get rid of this hill here. That's the whole point of the explosives that I done at the very beginning of the episode. Oh no. I know, please. I know. You don't have to, you really don't have to say anything this time. Like, I actually know, it's fine. Let's just go ahead and do that for now. Recover those 2 logs and replace that with a bit of dirt. And then we're just going to go ahead, go over here and not concern ourselves about what just happened. Or didn't happen. There's no proof. Apart from the proof. How has our water situation gone on here? That's down to 0, which I'm happy enough with because we've opened up the canal. I suppose we could do a bit of speed 3. I don't necessarily want to do speed 4 because it'll get a bit too laggy. And we'll be able to watch the water come out as well as watch the beavers build some dynamites. Oh, and the aquatic farmhouse is up and running now, so they'll actually be planting some cattails up there. You can see the floodgates automating themselves over there in the middle, and I'm just waiting for water to start pissing out. You can see it, there it is. It's happening, the water's pissing out. Yes! Look at that waterfall! And then as well, once this is built, there's a house that's right on the waterfall. Mwah! Beautiful! All of the fantasy words. Now we do have to concern ourselves rather imminently with the water level here. So let's go ahead, come out to speed 3 for 1. And let's have a look at how much headroom we've got. Alright, so basically none. Okay then, right. Beavers, have you shaved? You see, it'll help, but not much. I'm going to wait for this water to flood. Get to the point where it's about to flood everything. And then I'm going to blow dynamite up. Apart from these ones that don't really do anything, we'll blow this one up while I'm waffling on here waiting for it to flood. Oh no, not that one! Well, it's flooding now anyway, so whatever. Let's detonate this top patch. There we go. Now we should hopefully, if our beavers can be quick enough and get the rest of this dynamite in, we hopefully have just bought ourselves enough time to not flood, but still make this wonderful land here green. Oh, beautiful. I absolutely love that green ground there. Look at it, man. It's only going to get better as well. It's only going to get better. Oh, and the water ran out over here. I guess because this hole here is before this hole, that's most likely going to happen. Which is fine, I have a plan for that. Which is just to unsynchronize this and have that at 3. And then we'll still be pushing out a bit of water there, you see. But not all that much. So we should still have enough water for this to come. So let's see if that does work as I said. Nope, it does not. Because we are now not really flowing out of here all that much. That's fine, I'll figure something out. For now I'm just going to leave it synchronized because I don't want to flood all of this down here anyway. And we're probably, yeah, not that far off flooding up here anyway. So probably best that that floodgate remains 4 for now. Nah, I'll leave it at 3.5 because I end up forgetting and then this canal and never see any water. And I hope you don't think you weren't getting away with a cliffhanger this episode. The biggest cliffhanger of all. Will there be a tide change warning on day 3? You're going to have to find out next week, peeps. I'll see you then. Peace.